Have you ever noticed something strange about yourself? That when plans get canceled, you don't feel disappointed. You feel relieved, like a weight quietly lifting off your chest, like your body exhaling before your mind even catches up. And maybe you've wondered why. Why sitting alone in a quiet room feels better than being surrounded by people. Why silence feels safe. Why crowds feel heavy. For a long time, society has told us a very simple story. If you like being alone, something must be wrong with you. They call it loneliness. They call it antisocial. They call it weird. But psychology tells a very different truth. Because there is a massive difference between being alone because you are growing and being alone because you are hiding. And most people never learn to tell the difference. Imagine a duck gliding across a calm pond. From above, it looks peaceful, smooth, effortless. But under the water, its feet are kicking nonstop, working furiously just to stay afloat. For many people, social life feels exactly like that. You smile at the right moments. You nod. You laugh when everyone else laughs. But inside your head, there is constant noise. Am I saying the right thing? Do they like me? Did that sound stupid? Am I being judged right now? Your brain is multitasking the entire time, managing your tone, monitoring your expressions, reading the room. That kind of mental effort drains you, not emotionally, biologically. And that is why people retreat into solitude. Not because they hate people, not because they are broken, but because they are tired of paddling. What most people don't realize is that solitude is not one thing. It comes in very different forms. And each form shapes your personality in a different way. Some people step into solitude to recharge. They don't hate people. In fact, they may be very good with them. They have friends. They can hold conversations. They can even be charming and engaging for a few hours. But they see social energy like a battery. Every conversation drains it a little. Every gathering pulls it lower. And eventually, it hits empty. When these people are alone, it feels peaceful. Like setting down a heavy bag after a long day. They turn off the noise. They put their phone away. They close the door. Not because they are sad, but because their nervous system needs rest. And here is the important part. Once they are recharged, they go back. They reconnect. They re-enter the world. Their solitude is temporary, healthy, balanced. But for other people, solitude is not a choice. It is a reaction to fear. They actually want connection. They want close friends. They want to be included. But social situations feel dangerous to their mind. Their heart races. Their thoughts spiral. They replay conversations for days. They analyze every word. They assume judgment before it happens. So they avoid people. Not because they don't care, but because caring feels unsafe. This kind of solitude does not feel calm. It feels tight, restricting, like standing behind a glass wall, watching life happen. They may tell themselves they prefer being alone, but deep down, they know the truth. They want connection. They just don't feel capable of it yet. The difference here is simple. Some people can socialize and choose not to. Others want to socialize, but feel like they can't. Then there is another type of solitude, quieter, heavier. These are people who do not fear others. They distrust them. At some point, trust was broken. Maybe by betrayal. Maybe by neglect. Maybe by chaos. So their mind made a decision. People equal pain. Distance equals safety. They stop expecting anything from anyone. They stop opening up. They stop needing. They tell themselves they are independent, strong, untouchable. And the emotional armor works. It keeps pain out. But it also keeps warmth out. They do not feel anxious. They feel numb. Safe, but disconnected. And over time, numbness starts to feel like strength. But numbness is not freedom. It is just pain that learned how to stay quiet. And then there is the rarest form of solitude, the one most people misunderstand. These are people who step away from the crowd, not out of fear, not out of exhaustion, and not out of bitterness. They step away because their mind works better in silence. They need quiet to think, to create, to understand themselves. Their solitude is intentional, purposeful. They are not hiding from the world. They are building something within it. Their ideas form in quiet moments. Their identity grows when no one is watching. They do not need constant validation because their inner world is rich enough. They can be social if they want to. They just do not depend on it to feel whole. They are not lonely. They are focused. Here is the truth most people never hear. Solitude is not good or bad. It is a tool. And like any tool, it depends on how you use it. It can heal you, or it can slowly harden you. The real question is not whether you like being alone. The real question is why. And once you understand that, the way you see yourself begins to change.